Alright, welcome back to the Supercoach Nuff channel. In this video we're going to review Game Week 7 of the 2024-25 FPL season, as well as looking at using our first wildcard. So 46 points this week for Game Week 7, which was bang on average. I guess that's why you get an average rank of 5 mil. And a slight decrease overall outside the top 1.6 mil. But I guess using our wildcard this week, I just said it before, hopefully we can start to push that up in the right direction. So having a look at the squad. So in goal we had Sells scoring a 3-point return. So I'm not sure how you get 3 points as a goalkeeper. 7 saves, that'll probably do it. It's a pretty good effort actually against Chelsea to keep him to 1 goal. Gabriel with 2 points. Alexander-Arnold with 8 points thanks to the clean sheet and maybe a couple little bonus points. Yep. And then Robinson with a single point. Our midfield, so Eze blanking yet again. So despite the good numbers, again, 2.5 overall for the season expected goals, 1 assist, only that 1 attacking return. So pretty frustrating own. Onana, I don't think even played by the looks of it. So can't wait to get rid of him with the wildcard. Salah, blanking, not ideal. Smith Rowe, blanking, not ideal. And Burmo getting a goal, that was nice. And Havertz, our 1 week captain. Shout did well, has a little triangle, but don't know if he'll feature in the team long term. And Haaland also blanking. So the 2 big hitters blanking, so I guess people captaining them had a pretty rough week. But again, sort of playing around a few of the scorers. We'll have a look at the head-to-head matchups. So this week got done by Havertz, got a clue, 63 points, well done. I think that was top score too. I'll just go back and have a look in a minute. But Flecken in goal, Gabriel Alexander-Arnold, we've discussed. Rico Lewis for 4 points, so he is definitely on the radar for this week. VCing Saka, that's stiff, 16 points, double that would have been amazing. Brennan Johnson getting a goal's nice, or at least getting an attacking return. Yeah, scored a goal. Calvert-Lewin, and even Dallo on the bench doing okay. If we go back to the league, yeah, so that was the highest score. But Shoaib has finally sort of hit his stride, 66 points this week. So has Raya in goal. He has Guardiola, which was good last week. Captain to Saka, so that was the key to a pretty good score this week. Has Rogers on the bench, who's very interesting as an option. Has Mbermo. Solanke with an assist is nice. But without Haaland, not sure how that'll go long term. So if we have a look at the transfers for this week, as I said, we are playing the wild card. I think I'll just click it, and then we've got unlimited. All right, so as discussed last week, we sort of went through a bit. We want to obviously fix our midfield, or I guess our bench more to the point. We've got non-players on the bench. We need to get rid of them. And so I guess to do that, we need to sort of, chop down a couple of the higher scoring options. So I'm just going to delete those guys. Anana's definitely gone. Havertz, like we said, was only a 1 week sort of option. And ideally we want to upgrade to a more expensive sort of second midfielder, I suppose. So if we have a look at the forwards first, the fill-in, I think we're going to stick with what we discussed last week, which was looking at not Chris Wood. So they're both at 5.6 now, but Raul Jimenez, Liam Delap. So obviously at their price, starting forwards, and getting some attacking returns. Like we look at Jimenez, he's got 3 goals and an assist. And that's from, I guess, essentially the 4 games where he started. So even getting an assist against Man City is great signs. Good run coming up. And Liam Delap, so scored 4 goals so far, but is they're number 9 there at Ipswich, and the green fixtures coming up. So that frees up a bit more cash. I suppose not quite enough to look at bringing in a $10 million midfielder. But I think if we have a look at the defenders, I think Justin is proving attacking enough at 4.5 to bring in. I've go to the first page. Is there any other cheapies? Not particularly. Page 2. Oh, so I can remember the guy now. Just got to find him on the list. Just go by team. So Rico Lewis at 4.7. So I guess that does give us 6 million to spend in midfield. So we could potentially go midfielders. So you could just potentially go straight to someone like McNeil's not so interesting. But Rogers I don't hate at 5.3. So if we put him in. So basically we've got a reworked team with definitely a more usable bench. We might have to rotate through these cheaper options depending on matchups. But then I guess the other thing is, do we really want to, continue with Eze when you've got the likes of Palmer, Saka going off? I think we need to try and at least get to Saka at 10.1. If we have a look at their upcoming fixtures, actually it's not the strongest through there. Maybe we don't need to go with Saka. Palmer has a tough fixture this week and maybe another one coming up. So maybe we don't necessarily need them. But I guess as well, if we look at Alexander Arnold, he does have a couple of tough ones coming up. So I think, there is potential to possibly downgrade here. If we go to defenders. So, someone like a Pedro Porro offers a similar attack, but some nicer fixtures aside from Man City there in game week 12. So if we did that, it frees up a little bit more funds. To upgrade from an Eze perhaps. 9 mil. It's sort of in a bit of no man's land there. What about someone like a James Maddison? He's been playing big minutes, good stats. Something like that. Just trying to think about how we can maybe carve away at an extra mil. But we've pretty much scraped the barrel as it is. I think maybe these guys going up a bit in price has stitched us up a little bit. I remember last week we managed to get there. I think it was Saka maybe. But that's okay. Jared Bowen. I think at that 7.5 price point, do like Maddison over the other options. Nothing too exciting as we go further down the list. Adama Traore, maybe I think he was one I was looking at as a potential to bring in. Playing good minutes, couple of attacking returns. Their fixture goes okay. guess it does give us triple Fulham attack, which we can't have anyway because we've got Robinson as well. So well, what if maybe we go with like a Nicholas Jackson up front? We still have 1.6, so doesn't quite get us Madison as well. Madueke, couple of attacking returns recently, but a bit inconsistent. It's a tough fixture this week as well. So do we do Jackson if the fixture is going to be a bit tough? I do like getting Jimenez in, so we'll do that. Do we potentially upgrade a keeper? Good run for sells coming up, so I don't think so. Well, then maybe we just hang on to Trent. So what if we restore Trent and we'll bring in Porro into our defence? $6.5. So I think ideally we don't even really need a. Like I'm probably overthinking this. We've already got 4 usable defenders. Robinson offers some value. Although hasn't got the most attacking returns, but playing 90 minutes every week is nice. With a little bit of upside. But do we get on Justin with his nice run of fixtures? So maybe we bank the 1K there. And like I said, if we look for a $4 million defender, so someone like maybe Harwood Bellis from Southampton, guaranteed to play, although had one potential sub off the bench. Fast. So I guess we got double Leicester's probably not the best idea we've ever had. I'll have to look at Ipswich defence a bit closer. It looks like they're playing a back 5. Potentially. 90 for O'Shea. Johnson. Oh no, so Johnson. Okay, he hasn't got that many points when I'm looking at it anyway. So it probably is like Harwood Bellis and Keane. Yeah, so he had one game out. Guess maybe someone like Keane could slot in. 4 mil defender. Frees up a little bit more budget, 8.1. So that would get us a Madison or something like that. All right, let's go with that. I think make the transfers. We're playing the wild card. It's all good. So there's the team as it stands. So I'm going to upgrade Lewis, switch him with James Justin. Yeah, so I mean, a bit more balance in the team now. Definitely a stronger bench. With how much transfer have we got? 0.6. We could even go another 4.5 keeper. So Sanchez is just out of reach. He'd be pretty nice given Chelsea seem a bit stronger defensively. Although only 2 clean sheets at the moment. Henderson probably going okay for Palace. No, only 1 clean sheet. I guess after that, there's probably not a lot of clean sheets here anyway. Sells has a pretty good run, so I want to keep Sells. Would be nice to get Sanchez. Can we squeeze another 0.1 somewhere? Don't know where. It's not worth it. So who's the backup at Forest? Maybe we just cover that base. Miguel. It's down to 4.3, so could just lose us some more cash potentially. Although it looks like he's only in 0.2% of teams, so surely he can't get any lower. um, yeah, all right. Let's just leave it at that. Otherwise, you'll just see me staring at the screen for no reason. So maybe change a goalkeeper, but this is the wildcard team as it sits. Initially thoughts Haaland captain makes sense. Salah vice captain just because he's the expensive guy. And maybe I think Delap over Jimenez. Maybe Villa's defense is slightly better than Everton. But we'll just lock it in and we'll probably come back late next week. Obviously, there could be some changes throughout the week, just depending on internationals and that sort of deal. But yeah, that's the squad. Can't quite fit them all in. But I'll put the starting team there at least. Actually, Sells is in goal, you know that. So there's the main guys. But yeah, if you've got any questions, comments, thoughts, feel free to add them below this video. Give us a like if you enjoy the FPL content. Subscribe for all the fantasy sports content. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.